we've got to calendar the time that is most important. We've got to calendar the time that is most important. I think many of us are caught in what we call the tyranny of the urgent. We find ourselves just chasing the things that really aren't the most important, but they're the things that are the most immediate. Many times the immediate takes precedent over the important. And what I would say is the people that live in the purpose that God has created them to be, they don't focus on the immediate, they focus on the important. And I want to ask you this morning, what are the areas of your life that you are most important and you're most focused on? Because the truth is, if we don't calendar these things, we will never find time for these things. You can have the best of intentions, you can have the highest of hopes, but if you have not calendared the important things in your life, you will not find time for these things. We have to be intentional with the life that we live. If I were to say it this way, we need to live by design and not by default. We need to live by design and not by default. Do you put the things that are most important? I read a book several years ago called Ordering Your Private World by Gordon MacDonald. It's a fascinating book. And in this book, he tells a story about how he was looking at his family just fall apart. And he realized that he was spending way too much time at work. And so what he did is he started to write out his schedule. And whenever he scheduled something with his children or his family, he would just put in their meeting time. And somebody would come by and they'd say, hey, I need to meet with you at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got a meeting. Now, he didn't tell the people that the meeting was with his family, but he said, no, you need to understand that this is important, so important it goes on my calendar. It's amazing to me, when I count calories, I lose weight. When I track my miles, I run more miles. When I set goals, I reach more of them. If we are not being intentional with our life, if we are not living by design, we are going to live by default, and we start to be less than God created us to be.